Crouse.
In Defendor, Woody Harrelson plays a man whose rich inner life spills out into his real life. By day, he's dead-end job Arthur, but by night he's Defendor, a masked superhero do-gooder. His task? Well, that's to clean up the streets of Hamilton, Ontario. Now, I know this sounds like the kind of thing we've seen before, but Canadian actor turned director Peter Stebbings puts a unique spin on Arthur's story. Speaking in comic book cliches like, "Look out, termites," he says, "it's squishing time," and with a duct tape D on his chest, Defendor and his homemade arsenal of weapons patrols the streets looking for crime to prevent. Now, he's a bit delusional, but his heart's in the right place. "Who writes your dialogue?" asks the bad guy. "Spider-Man?" "No, I do it myself," he says innocently before opening a can of whoop-ass on the guy. Now, his goal is to infiltrate the lair of Captain Industry, the crime kingpin Defendor believes to be responsible for all of Hamilton's civic woes. On his journey, he befriends a drug addict with a heart of gold and battles a corrupt cop. Now, gritty and very funny, this is kind of a hard one to categorize. It's not exactly a comedy, it's not exactly a crime drama, it's somewhere in between, and I'm not sure if that indefinable quality will make this a harder sell at the box office or not. People do like to pigeonhole their movies, but for those willing to go along with the ride, the movie is an enjoyably genre-busting good time. Now, on paper, Woody Harrelson's role looks a little unpromising. He's the disillusioned man with mental health issues who sinks into a fantasy world to help him deal with the pain of a troubled past. Now, we've seen this before, but Harrelson's mix of sincerity and pathos and his reading of the character breathes life into a role that could easily have fallen into cliché. He's aided by a script written by the film's director, Peter Stebbings, that gives him room to firmly establish the character, both as a superhero who believes that guns are for cowards and as a real person who is tormented by his mother's descent into a world of prostitution and drug abuse. It's a solid performance that provides the anchor for the rest of the movie. Also, very strong is Kat Dennings, best known for her turn as the 13-year-old girl who hired Samantha to handle publicity for her bat mitzvah on an episode of Sex and the City. She was also in The House Bunny. Here, she is the drug-addicted hooker who doesn't exactly have the proverbial heart of gold, but she does discover the goodness in herself. Like its main character, Defendor is a little bit delusional. It's a low-budget superhero flick going up against the Spider-Mans and Iron Men of the world, but like its main character, I like its spunk.
Crouse.